Deuce.
Oh, success!
Oh,
Success
come on.
for all those from Ire. We're spawning on top of the amazing, adorable, awesome, scary, knife-killing, doll-bearing Protoss of Chucky from SCS, the top right of MLG and Tomb Valley.
And spawning down in the bottom right corner, we do have for the Overmind Ogflosion, the scary, terrifying, evil, destructive yellow Zerg Ogflosion, and he is going to tear apart this poor Protoss player. We are going to see just what exactly he chooses to pull out of his tactic book. Is he going to go for some sort of 1 base all-in, 2 base all-in, 3 base, 4 base, 5 base macro? Destruction is coming.
All I know is that Chucky is going to force Fast Expand. Chucky is going to win, and Ogflosion is going to be sad.
Unfortunately for Chucky, though, Ogflosion's best against the Forge Fast Expand, as he loves to take the 3 early bases. And despite this being Entombed Valley, which people have sometimes said to be Protoss favored in this matchup, Ogflosion is just going to tear him apart.
We'll see, because there are places that Zerg can take advantage of, but most importantly is I want Chucky to engage in chokes and abuse force field. I want force fields, explosions, and lasers. And
so it looks like Chucky taking his Forge first instead of that Nexus, so a little bit scared, I would have to say, of Ogflosion here, as Ogflosion is very well known for getting those Zerglings into that base early and just doing so much damage.
Yeah, but Chucky's known for being awesome.
That's not as good of reasoning. And Ogflosion throwing down the hatch at 15, so 15 pool, 15 hatch, very ballsy move. And he has the Overlord here as well, so he can scout for that pylon, and there's a little supply depot at the bottom of the ramp. So no triple pylon wall for you, says the map.
Chucky doesn't need it. Chucky doesn't need it at all. He's getting his gateway before his cannon, and he's going to be beastly. He got his Nexus at 15 food, so quite early, quite eco-oriented, and I am waiting to see him throwing down his cannon. There it is, because now there's going to be nothing, because Ogflosion won't even be able to get up the ramp with those lings.
And look at how weak this wall is. A pylon and a cannon, both a part of it. This just says, please, Baneling bust me, or Roach all in me, do something, as I'm going to put every weak building in this wall that I can. And here we go, some Link's going to go ahead and get out now and scout the probe. Say, nice try, Chucky, I know what you're trying to do here, but that probe's going to die.
Well, guess what?
What?
We're about to have a full wall up, and look at this probe looking around the left. Chucky's running around. What will he do with this probe? I guarantee it will be something that will make him a Bamf of ages.
I think he's just going to go scout, even though he's already scouted. I think he's scouting for hidden bases over in the top left already, because that's where Zergs tend to take their third base, is all the way across the map. And so Ogflosion just going to scout up here, get a little check on what's up, and he's going to say, oh wow, that wall is very poorly built and very weak, and may I abuse this? I don't know. I'm going to take my third first, though. So getting his third down at about 30 supply, which is about the end of the range that you want to start taking your third. Any later than that, and it's too late of a third, and you really can't get the advantage that you need. But 30 supply, 20 to 30 supply, always the good time to take it.
And guess who's going to be scouting that third imminently?
Oh, that probe, that was sneaky, and I hope he does not throw a pylon down. That would be so dirty.
Oh, he
And
may.
Chucky is just going to have to resort to these horrible tactics. But hey, look at this Overlord going to scout this probe over here. So the Overlord's like, hey, I already know what's going to go on. I know what you're doing. And Ling's going to charge over to this third. They're going to start taking out these rocks first. But as soon as they scout this probe, hiding under the tree, they will destroy him.
Yeah, but look at Chucky doing the awesome thing that Toss can do and getting his attack upgrades out. He's going to be able to be aggressive with his Zealot and the Stalker because there's no chance of any kind of Metal Block boost coming out for the next 2.5 minutes. So therefore, he's like, sweet, I get to deal damage and force non-drones out of the Zerg.
And here we go. We do see Chucky, or Ogflosion, I should say, already taking his gases, so very early on those gases, but he will be able to deal with this Stalker very handily right here. And the Stalker going to be a jerk, trying to take out the Creep Tumor, but a nice cancel by Ogflosion. So he is just on top of everything. Some Ling's going to start streaming out. And is he going to lose this Zealot? And Stalker possibly the Zealot's going to go down. Yes, so free Zealot, says Ogflosion. Thank you, nom nom nom.
Yeah, but look at
I
the
will
lings.
enjoy.
You see the lings that were being produced? So guess what? Chucky loses 1 Zealot and forces at minimum 3 non-drones. 150 minerals plus all of those minerals that would have been mined, and Chucky just loses 1 Zealot that is expendable at this point in the game.
Yes, but I mean, you have to get those lings out anyways by this point in the game, just in case there are a couple more Zealots that come charging out, or a few more Stalkers. If he had used that Sentry and had Corona boosted out another unit to attack with, he would have had the units to deal with it. So not too bad of a move right there by Ogflosion. And he is just a tiny bit behind, I would say, at the 8-minute mark, as he did supply block himself slightly. But Chucky did as well. So both players, a little bit difficulty there.
Yeah,
and Chucky getting that second upgrade, because he's scared. He's so scared of these vicious lings who have speed on the way.
Scared or standard? I think it is standard. He's getting out upgrades because upgrades are awesome. He knows it. Toss benefits greatly from those. He's already got his +1 attack, so why not continue the upgrading? He's getting down his destructible rocks. He's gearing up to take a third, a very nicely defended third, as he'll be able to have this wall, being a partial wall at his third, because he's completely closed in to his natural expansion, which is a great thing to do, and he's going to be able to kill off an Overseer now, hopefully. Probably 3 sentries, and that's it.
An Overseer, which is going to get a nice scout on this Robo and the gates. So right there, every building in the base has been scouted by our Zerg player, so he sees exactly what his opponent is doing. He knows that there is no fast Stargate, no 7-gate or anything like that, and he has to expect a Robotics Bay coming down right now. So we do as well have Burrow going down for our Zerg player. Interesting move, especially when scouting that Robo Bay. As you know, an Observer is out, but we'll have to see if you can use it for some other sort of fun little tactics.
One thing that I will give Ogflosion's capacity to do is be really annoying and burrow lings at bases, because that would just suck, and Chucky is going to be awesome enough to be able to deal with that if that is going to be the case. But Chucky's getting out a third, a 10-minute third, very quick and very nicely defended. For this, he can easily just wall off. Looks like he's going to push out. He's got an Immortal. He's got a lot of sentries, and Immortal Sentry Stalker is an incredibly powerful composition.
Right, but he will have the Burrow. No, he doesn't have Tunneling Claws, so he cannot move anywhere around that. But he does have a decent army. He's taking his 4th base as well, so Ogflosion right in time with that 3rd base, getting a 4th base down, saying, you know what, you want to play macro? I'll play macro. Let's do it. And he's going to send another Overseer in and scout once again and see everything that is going down in the base. So he knows exactly what his opponent's doing, and I am loving it.
He hasn't seen the Robo Bay. He hasn't seen the Robo Bay. We see no Spire or anything, but oh wow, he's in another base.
Everybody knows the Robo Bay. And yes, he says macro, 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 let us do it. And it looks like he might be trying to sneak this little base up here. The Observer will see that though. Unfortunately, as Observers are sneaky, sneaky units. But he's going to run away.
The whole invisibility thing is unique to the Protoss in this matchup. Zerg doesn't even have invisible units.
It's so unfair. Like, whoever designed this game and thought, hey, let's completely give all invisible units to one race.
No, it's
or
also
2 races.
Yeah.
2 races.
Yeah, you mean
and not to one at all. So, come on, Blizzard. So Zerg right there already being underpowered, having to deal with that, but they're saying, you know what, it's okay. It's okay, I'll deal with it.
Look at your capacity to produce! Holy Jesus, you create so many units.
Well, when poor Chucky over here just sits on his little base and turtles, of course I'm going to go ahead and expand over and over again. So,
well, you know what?
Ogflosion.
You know what?
Well.
You know what? Look at the upgrades. Look at the very nice upgrades. You have +1 for your missiles. You're getting your +1 carapace, and your +2 research is not even halfway done for your attack. Take a look at Chucky. The +2 is halfway done. Already has his +1 armor. He's going to be able to chrono out that +3 and get upgrades faster. Have a lot more units. He's going to be able to move around, kills off changelings instantaneously. He's being very, very solid.
Right, but you have to think right here with these Colossus. Already going to see a push from Chucky right now, as he is going for the 3 Colossus push, but he does have a Zealot blocking in his army, just now moving it. So this is going to be a very scary timing. I was expecting him to start moving out once he got that 3rd Colossus, and we'll have to see what Ogflosion can do to deal with this. And he'll probably get a nice flank and surround as he is a beautiful player. But we'll have to see. And so, yes, it looks like he's starting to spread his army out all over the place.
Yeah, and look who's watching it all.
Yeah, whatever. Observers are OP. That's that.
Alright, so now Chucky's moving around. He's got that obs. And he'll be perfectly with his army to be able to see any kind of burrow stuff.
This is going to be so difficult for Ogflosion to deal with. Chucky, I feel like, is just going to have such an advantage pushing in with this army right here, as Ogflosion does not have any at higher tech right now. So Ogflosion, what are you doing? He needs to get out some sort of tech, and it looks like he's trying to stream around, possibly going for a weird sort of counter. It looks like his Link's going to get in over here, so possibly be able to do a decent amount of damage. And if he can pick off a Colossus, that would be huge. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. And now Ogflosion definitely in a difficult position, as Chucky is just standing there with his army. Doesn't even have to micro it. He can just 1A all around like all Protoss do.
Oh no, not all Protoss. I have 3 hockeys for my army. What now? But now look at this, 4 Colossi. And it looks like Chucky is just happily killing off your Zerg. Looks like my Protoss is doing quite well.
Looks like Ogflosion in the meantime going to go for a slight base trade here, as there is nothing really left to defend. So he's sending all these Lings over here. Will he go up into the base? No, he will not. He will let Chucky get that wall off, unfortunately. But in the meantime, some Corruptors have come out. They are doing a little bit of damage, not too much. Greater Spires on the way. 26 more Roaches being made. And Chucky now is supply blocked, so something that you have to note.
Oh, Ogflosion is, guess what? He lost his supply block because he's losing units.
And there is a hole in that wall, so well done by Chucky. Not just kidding. Free hole in the wall. And he is going to start losing a lot of his units. It looks like he might be losing this Nexus at his third, which would be huge, as he is already mined out of his main for the most part, and his natural, and he just has a little bit there, and possibly also going to give away a free Colossus. We'll have to see. So yes, his third goes down, and all of a sudden Ogflosion kind of coming back into this. So we'll have to
say that, but look at the foods. Chucky's still max. Ogflosion's at less than 100. We're watching it as Stalkers are happily wailing away the natural expansions. It's nice transfuse and all, but guess what? Blink, and guess what? The Stalkers won't die either. So now we're watching the middle round. Corruptors are worthless. Looks like Chucky is now lagging. No,
go, Chucky, go! Go,
no.
Chucky, go!
No,
go, Chucky, go! And Ogflosion may be able to take this game.
Are you kidding me?
As Chucky is starting to lag.
No,
go,
Chucky, come on!
Go. Go. No.
Yes, Chucky's still in this. Oh, but look at that.
Chucky.
Ogflosion's only chance of winning is to have Chucky leg out. Oh, look at the Zealots are even attacking the base in the bottom left. Ooh, that is sad, bro.
But Drone's being pulled, and Drone's going to be able to take out these Zealots, saying, hey, we don't care. You're not strong.
Well,
you think you're strong. You're not strong.
Guess what? Who has an army and who doesn't?
Well, that's not important, all right?
How's that not important? It's a war game. It's a war game.
No, it's not important. Supply doesn't matter anything. So Ogflosion, just stay in this game as long as possible, and he may lag out again. That is your strategy as of now. So please, Ogflosion, do what you can. And he does have a lot of Lings, but unfortunately, he is not going to be able to do too much here. Force fields go down, the most OP spell in the game, and Ogflosion just in a terrible position now as Chucky just pushes in. So Ogflosion forced to GG, unfortunately, but almost had a chance to win it there with the lag out. Almost had a chance. Well, that's unfair. Chucky